I've been sitting here just talking to myself, kind of, which I do a lot because nobody watching the videos and you're all stupid. But I was thinking about the differences between, kids and specifically my son and how he looks at things. Lately, I've been sending gifts, presents to Chloe and Daniel. Chloe, I've been blowing the shit up, mailing stuff like priority mail, and it gets there the next day with the big hustle and bustle of somebody having to sign for it, and it's a big to do because it's a Chloe package. It's a package for Chloe, and it's so I've been paying extra postage for that. Come on a Saturday, and it must be a big deal, and just a bunch of different little things. I got her a um, magic tricks box thing. It's like 18 different tricks to teach you. I thought it was cool. And I was young, so I think she's 8. Her 8th birthday. And I was thinking about the difference in the presents. Like Daniel's, I got some cards too. So I Love You to the Moon and Back is one. And it was like $8. It has those glitter. It's really pretty, but it's like a specialty one. And so I send those more for him, and then like little tiny things. But Chloe, I've got cards and candy and everything going. And I was wondering, like, why was I so different with their presents? And it's because Dan can buy Daniel any fucking thing he's ever had his desires to have and think about. They got more money than money. And it's just that's so there's nothing I can Chloe, her dad's, they're not poor, but they're selfish, real selfish, and they're not trying to buy her that way. They'll buy her shit more like what they want to buy her, and she'll not be understood is how I feel. So I hope she gets my gifts and she's like, oh mom, because she knows. I don't know. I get nervous. Anyways, but yeah, so Daniel, and so then it got me thinking about my nephews. Like Daniel, like never gave a fuck about shit like that. He probably still doesn't. I mean, he plays his games, and I'm sure he has things that he likes, but it was never a fucking big priority for him, ever. Christmas time, we'd get the table loaded with the presents and stuff, and he would take like 2 months maybe to open everything. He'd open up one and play with it and do whatever, with his other toys that he already had stuff going and get bored, and then he might go open up another one. He might do a couple in the beginning, but he just did his own thing. It was, and I didn't do the fucking Santa Claus shit with him either. I wasn't gonna lie to him about that and then tell him, oh, joke's on you. No, I wanted him to know that he could trust me. I would never fucking pull that on him. That's a stupid thing to do. I don't know why people do that big fat lies about Santa. But anyways, my nephews are the opposite. All they think about is crap and shit, and they want more of it. And I thought about how they look upon the world as with jealous eyes, Then that's the narcissist fucking right there. There's the Lloyd. There's the Stallings trait, the genetic Stallings drive that's kept a putrid family alive, is just the coveting of everybody else's stuff and thinking that you somehow deserve it and that you're not getting your fair shake and everybody's getting better than you, and you have no concept of other people's struggles at all, and you want it more. It's fucked up. And I wonder, I think Nolan might be different a little bit though, because he was a little more sensitive, and I don't know, Grayson is the number one fuckbag kid. That's the little Lloyd. Stephanie did her job and produced a little Lloyd. It's like fucking terrible. That kid's a punk little fucker too. He would always do fucked up shit, and then be like, they'd ask him what happened. Like I saw him smash the fuck out of his brother one time, and he starts crying, and he was only like 2, and they were like, Grayson, what happened? And Grayson's like, oh, he just tripped on the couch. I watched Grayson smash the fuck out of his little 2-year-old brother and get away with it because everybody's just like, oh, because Grayson's honest. He's just a good kid. Grayson's a good kid. Nolan's the fuckbag. We're going to fucking do weird shit to Nolan and fuck up his emotions because he's a piece of shit kid. Grayson's, they're fucking fucked up. That's why I have nothing to do with those fucking people. And I wonder, is genetics so much as environmental? I think there might be something to it, though. Because I would say that was an environmental fucking deal back in the day. But now when I look at my family, and I've come to be able to break them down and understand exactly what the fuck you know? Then it's like, what the fuck? But Daniel is nothing like that. He don't give a fuck about that shit. He don't. He's like me that way. He doesn't give a fuck that, you know? He'll be there later, and I bought him presents year round. He didn't have to wait for his birthday. We had a birthday party and shit, but it wasn't just like, you know, a boom and then nothing and a boom, and it was just fun all the time. We just played all the time. We had games, like I love Smash Brothers with him. He'd put all the Yoshis on there. All the Yoshis at the same time. You know, there's like 20 fucking Yoshis in there, all the same color. And that little kid could follow his Yoshi, no problem. No fucking problem. And it would take me about 12 seconds to like miss the one. And then I'm gone because they're all pink or they're all whatever. Can't find mine again. I can never find mine again. I lose him and he's gone, and Daniel never loses his. I had a phone, and I'd actually gotten it back from the cops after 3.5 years that had him singing on it, you know? And I got arrested shortly again. And these pieces of fucking shit that were mates in this fucking motel that I was good to stole it. And another fucking pile of shit tried to steal the car that Daniel loved, named Mission. Just because he was a fuckbag. He stole a bunch of money from me, and then I didn't want anything to do with him, and he kept lying about stealing the money. And coming over, and he wouldn't stop coming over, and then I ended up getting fucking arrested because I called the cops, and there's that fucking stupid warrant that wasn't really there. And instead of him going, I did. And then he fucking, while I was in jail, he fucking fucked up the Nissan because it's an anti-theft shit, and I never fucking drive it again. I towed that car 486 miles to keep it with me. And I drove it 4 times before he fucked it up after the cops kept it for 3.5 years. And I got it back. The little metal tag was on there and everything from the evidence yard. It was cool. Just had to put a new battery in it too. The tires weren't even completely flat. And I just filled up with non-ethanol gas, so the gas was still good. It was crazy. But why did that guy do that? He had no empathy. He didn't care about that car. He just wanted it, wanted something, and he wanted to get me back because he didn't get what he wanted out of me. Too. And then thinking that he had the right to vengeance, that he was the wronged party, and he had friends on his side. The whole thing was bizarre. And this started back, that was like 2019. That was 2019. So this shit's been going on for a long time. That's my points right here. What's happening is I'm done with the world. I'm not anybody's girlfriend. I'm not anybody's fuck toy. I'm not anybody's blowjob, anything. Nothing. And no more tippics. No more nothing. If every person that texts me anything to do with looks and bullshit, I'm going to block. And I'm going to see how quickly it takes till I have no friends left on Facebook as well. Because I don't have any in the fucking world. None. I lost my fucking dog because I didn't have a friend who could go just pick her up or watch her for a couple of days. I went 2 days without a car that I hadn't lost because I didn't have a friend who could just drive by the post office to look and see if it was there. I had to call the Cooney County Sheriff, who got a hold of an animal control guy who happened to just be driving around down there looking for strays. And he was willing to drive over there and look and see. And that it was there. And then she calls me back to tell me this. This is how I found out. I didn't have fucking one person, man. And not that I didn't call people. Don't think that. No, I called plenty of people. Nobody would do it. And they'd lie, like Eric Dumbfuck, and try to pretend that he had driven by and told me that it wasn't there as well. And then, and didn't say anything for 2 days. And I kept texting him. I go, did you drive by? Because he said he would do it when he got off work at 5 the night before. And he didn't answer all night long, all the next day. And finally the next day I go, you're such a fucking piece of shit. I can't stand you. I fucking hate your guts. You know, all I did is ask you to fucking drive the fuck by. That's it. And you can't even fucking do that. And I just went off and told him what a piece of shit he was. You're fucking everything up. You're fucking up your life. You're fucking your shit up, and you're acting like a retard and lying like a dumb fuck. And I'm sick of you, and you're just not anything like I thought you might be. And fuck off. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I inconvenience you with my working? And I'm going, oh my God, this motherfucker can't even shut up enough to say sorry. You know? Like, I've known him 2 years, and we've been friends, I thought, but he's been all fucked up the last few, just like Scott, same shit. All of a sudden has just a billion other fucking things to do all the time. And it's right when after he invites me over so I can feel just nice and rejected. You know? And then we got the only by his grace weirdo. I hope you watch this, but you probably won't. I'm going to run out of tape anyways. But what is your problem? You fucking freak. God, I tell you, get the fuck away. I don't want nothing to do with you. You pull weird shit like I'm at the car wash and you're not, and I had to wait for you just to loan you $10, and you made me wait for you to loan you to $10, and it didn't even fucking apologize and didn't even understand why I was mad, and then wanted to talk about weird drama bullshit with you and your girlfriend, and then went on and on about how you had privileged information, and you think I give a fuck about any of that shit. I kept telling you fuck off and I didn't answer, and you just were like, well, you don't get it if you only knew the private stuff. I don't care at all. That's the truth. There's nothing that can evolve out of your mouth in any way, shape, or form that's going to make me think whatever the fuck you're doing is more important than what I'm doing. You know? Because I know what you're doing. Nothing. A whole lot of fucking nothing, and trying to keep a hold of a, you know, and maybe find your own little victim. Maybe now you passed over too. See, the codependent narcissist now is a big boy and looking for his own fucking person to fuck up. So go to hell, every one of you. It's the Bad Wolf Access arc, and I'm gonna survive the flood, and my kids are gonna be there with me, but nobody else, just like Noah. Because I've been watching it coming, brothers, and I've been telling you it's raining. You dumb fucks, you just keep fucking each other up the asshole and bitching because Sean Shay don't show you tits no more.